What? Oh. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to record. I'm only going to be able to stream. That's okay. I can always pull the stream down later and pull the audio off of it. So, the stream should be live. I'm going to get a copy.
I got notified, yep.
And I'm going to paste the link in the party in case anyone wants to watch it. And then, whew, chills. Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Here we go. Where's my... I need this. That's already up. This is up. This I need open. And over here, close that, move that, and now that went away again. Damn it. All right. So.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it. CJ, I think it's really cool that you have a blurry background.
I'm spacing out. You're trying to remember what to press.
I thought it was broken at first. And I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
I figure it's easier to focus when Jared comes walking through the room.
Are you all ready now?
All right, you're big now for me. Let's do it.
Yep.
Good evening.
That's what she
And
said.
welcome. Shut up, Chris. And welcome to my Halloween spooktacular. Tonight, we return to England, 1893. It's been over a year since we last checked in with our friends in London. But for them, only a few months have passed, and I forgot my damn voice changer. I knew I would forget something. So, sit back, dim the lights, and enjoy this spooky-themed tale in the Masque of the Red Death. You can shrink me now. All right.
Nice.
Make a couple quick switchies. Hide that. Go here. Do this.
Hey,
Yes.
Yo.
come here.
Why? What happened?
Because something's broken.
Well, this is annoying. All right, be right back.
I'm going to take a quick second to see if I can figure out this contact situation.
Why is there a ghost monkey?
Whoa. Whoa. I just wanted to see if it would pick it up or not.
But is it a space ghost monkey?
It might be.
Apparently, if I have 4 monitors, then Ujo's only allowed to have 1. Her computer decided to bail on it.
Ghost fire.
Ghost fire. What? I need to. This button. Nope, not that button. That button. And this button. There we go. Now I have a. Now I have a stream.
Of a stream, of a stream, of a stream, of a stream.
And I shouldn't have creepy voice anymore.
You do not.
Alright, I'll turn the music down a little bit.
We cannot see your face anymore.
No, you should see. Oh yeah, I forgot to switch that. I'm gonna just be this guy for now. Because if I don't do this, then I have to completely turn off the stream and start over, which at this point probably wouldn't be bad after that lovely, lovely crash. Alright. So we're going to assume
Wait for Brian.
that Brian is not here, even though the group is in his house. And for some reason, Sophie is has a prior engagement this evening and cannot make it. Come back, Brian. Come back. I think her graphics card died. Or something,
Wow.
because it was giving an AVG error or something.
Okay, I figured though.
And so, we are in the estate of Mr. Lucian Allen, as you have been regularly getting together since, well, for quite some time now. We have Mr. Lucian, who is the London socialite and bit of a dabbler in the forbidden arts. We have Mean
Yes.
Gene, the backstreet fisticuff brawler. We have Lydia Allens, the employee of the London Museum of Art and History, whichever museum that is. And we have Damien Russo, the only American in the group, who has fled the horrors of his past for a new country, only to find that they seem to be following him here. It is a typical Thursday evening at the Ellis residence, as the four of you are gathered around the dinner table for a meal, when Lon, one of your butlers, Lucian, approaches you, and he says, Master Ellis, now that your friends are all here, could I impose upon you a small favor?
Yes. What is it?
You know that I worked for your father and briefly for your grandfather before him, and I've always been a loyal member of the Ellis household. But
Of course.
I received a disturbing telegram from my nephew the day before yesterday, and well, it does concern me greatly. He kind of hands you a little piece of paper, which
Okay.
I will now share with you. I'll just share with everyone. It says, Dear Uncle Cheney, it was an honor being your nephew and student. Yours, Edward Davis. He says, my nephew, Edward, followed in the family business and also took up the butlering job. Was doing quite well for a Mr. and Mrs. Haverish up near Braintree. This is a rather cryptic and very short telegram.
I should say so.
It has a bit of finality to it, don't you think?
Yes. I did note that it's in the past tense.
Yes, that does concern me. I was curious if maybe you could take a short jaunt up there and see if anything's amiss.
Say no more.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
And he says, Shall I pack your bags then, sir?
Straight away.
Oh,
Go talk to my colleagues.
excellent. Thank you. And he heads away to start packing you a suitcase or three.
Alright, I'll come back to these three.
All right.
3 or 4. How many are here?
There are 3 with you today.
Sophia doesn't like us
Oh,
anymore.
that's Amanda.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
That's
busy this weekend.
Alright, so my butler has alerted me that there's something strange, appears to be strange happening with his nephew up near Braintree. I'm going to investigate it and see if there's anything going on for him. You're welcome to
Strange.
come along if you want.
Like, what kind of strange?
Well, he wrote this letter. I'll show it to you all. And just out of the blue, sent him this letter.
Most
It's
peculiar.
strange.
So we want to make sure there's nothing foul afoot.
Perhaps it could be a cryptogram.
Oh yes, I hadn't thought of that.
Peculiar phrasing. How could he no longer be a nephew?
Well, if he was dead, of course.
Hmm.
Or if he was going to die, if he knew he was going to die. Quite strange. We should, well, do you know anything about cryptography, Lydia? Or no, you're mean. Which one are you? You're mean G.
You guys mean?
No, you're Lydia.
Yeah,
Okay.
EJ's mean.
Mhm.
So that happens when we don't play for a while.
Yeah.
Cryptography. Well, not exactly my speciality. Perhaps my languages could be of some use, but so I can take a look.
But when do we leave to look for this nephew?
What time of day is it now?
I'd say it's evening. You guys usually get together for dinner.
Alright, we'll leave tomorrow morning. First
Well,
thing.
Lydia, you'll have plenty of time to look it over that tonight.
You pull out a map.
Hmm.
You have maps around the house, and it looks like Braintree's north, a little to the east of London, probably about a 90-minute train ride. And you know from talking to your butler a little bit later on that it's near Braintree, like they had a manor in the woods nearby, so you'll probably need to get a coach or something once you get there, because it's not straight in town, but you'll get to the town pretty early on in the morning, depending on when the train leaves. And we kind of established in the previous game, apparently, that you guys sometimes crash over the night if you're going to do something in the morning. So I'll say they have like made up guest rooms and to-go bags hanging around your place just in case of events like this. So nobody has to go home specifically. What time in the morning would you like to prepare to set out?
About dawn, I guess.
Dawn. All right. Well, you
Does that sound good to everyone?
Sounds
I'm fine with
agreeable.
that.
I think she might still be tinkering with her camera.
No, I'm just gonna leave it the fuck off.
Okay. Did you give up on it?
Leave it.
I'll mess with it.
Fuck off,
Yeah.
camera. Fuck off.
Fuck off, camera.
Discord is like hidden. I'm not even paying attention to that part of it, so why turn the camera on if I can't watch you guys too? So forget it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The graphics card crapped out on you. I'll have to pull it out or something. I don't know. Okay. So you get up in the morning.
Well, I wish you the best of luck sleeping, Mr. Russo.
You have no nightmares, Mr. Russo. None.
I knew for
Not-
sure it was coming for me.
Not even a one. You go to bed with trepidation, expecting a nightmare, and wake up fine.
I actually assumed that I'd be put in the very far end of the building just so I wouldn't wake everybody up.
Yeah, that was the best part of listening back to the last one. 4 of you got a good night's sleep. All right. So you get up at the crack of dawn, pretty much, and Lon has set up suitcases for everyone by the front entrance, and your carriage to the train station is ready for you. Now, you wanted to do something with the note, Chris, or no? Or do you want to wait till the train ride? Or what are you trying to do with it?
Kind of trying to puzzle out if there's any information encoded in it. I'm not sure would I roll anything or just try to figure it out myself personally in real life.
Well, if you give me an idea what kind of things you're looking for, I might let you make a roll.
It looks like it's 15 words, 71 characters, 3 lines.
Turtle doves.
No turtle doves.
Oh, sorry.
Well, while you're looking over the note, the carriage is driving you to the train station, which is through London, but it's early in the morning, so it's not too terribly busy. You get those lovely smells. That's sarcasm.
The industrial age.
As you head, yes, the industrial age. As you head toward the train station, and you see a steam locomotive there. Steam? Would they have had steam? Probably. And you look at the train schedule, and it looks like you've got about an hour's wait before the next train to Braintree. And between the 4 of you, it's going to run you about $5.
On me, I insist.
All right, so you buy 5 one-way tickets,
Crickets.
trickets, and you wait the hour, and you board the train as usual.
There.
And
My income paid for my ticket.
did you roll your? Oh yeah. And you have a fairly decent, pretty relaxing train ride. It's through the nice English countryside. It's about 7 o'clock when the train leaves, so you pull into Braintree around 8:30. I don't know what Braintree would have been like back then, but I would assume it was probably not much more than a little town with probably a church and the usual basic amenities of a small town in England. Do you have any actions? What would you like to do in Braintree?
It is the Latin root of nephew or student.
I don't have anything I want to do in Braintree.
I should find a place to stay for sure.
Lydia is just kind of looking at the note, trying her best to puzzle over it and probably overthinking it.
Could be.
I'll take his arm while we walk so that I can guide him around people.
Why don't you make an investigation
Or her,
check with
sorry,
disadvantage,
her.
Lydia.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, no, with disadvantage.
Yes, so just roll one more time.
Where is it again?
Okay, it's not too bad. +8, yeah. Without a cipher or, you know, the key, it really could be anything if it's a clue at all. And you know, you've got a piece of scratch paper with a bunch of different anagrams written down and some other. You've tried number sequences and stuff like that, and nothing seems to be lining up to any kind of known coding that you're used to. And not to be classist, but you wouldn't expect, a standard butler to have these super fancy code breaking skills unless, there's something about the Cheney family line or whatever that happens to be incredible code writers. But then you'd think he would have given the uncle the passphrase. So you're starting to come up with the idea that it might just be, on its face value, a very short message. Telegrams are expensive to send. It costs by the letter. So he probably didn't want to break the fortune, or didn't have enough money to write more than what he wrote. Now, you know that you as a group know that the nephew was working for someone up in this area, but you don't have the actual address to the Haverish Manor. So you may have to ask around.
We could ask at the hotel when we get a room.
Sure.
Ooh.
Let me see who's on this.
Surely, being a manor, it would not be too difficult to find. I should think.
You find a corner pub that also has like a hotel out in the back or connected to it. Looks remarkably similar to a previous pub I think you've probably been in before.
Is it up to my standards, though?
It's not super high class.
No, is it clean?
Oh, it's clean. Yeah. And there's a few people out here having lunch. It's not like it's too early to be out drinking, but you see a few people having eggs and bacon and breakfast and whatnot. And I'll say there is a counter in here somewhere with there's a counter. Yeah, the guy there seems to have a row of keys behind him, as well as the food staff table area.
Holy moly, Gene has a lot of HP. Did some of us forget to increase our HP for leveling?
Some of us are higher level than others, too.
Most of you are level 3, except for Jim is level 2.
Okay, maybe I didn't increase my HP?
Maybe you
I
did.
never levels, apparently.
Remember, Chris, I'm a fighter, so we tend to get more.
True.
Yeah, she gets a D12.
He's a pugilist? Pugilist?
Yeah,
What is
pugilist.
it?
Oh, well, stalwart is the class, and pugilist was the archetype.
And the first level, you get max HP
Yes.
for the hit dice, so I wonder if I did average or rolled it. Maybe I rolled both dice and did terribly.
Well, it says you get a D4. Unless you didn't change the hit dice.
I didn't. It's D8 for Luth. So, 8...
So it would have been 9 at first level.
Yeah.
And the average would be 5, so 6, so that would be 15. So you probably just didn't do your next level.
That or I rolled terribly.
That's-
Well, I'll leave it up to you which we assume it will be.
I don't know. Do you usually roll or do you usually go with the average? Because I always go with the average, so I would know immediately if I hadn't done it or not.
I often roll, especially if it's higher.
I'll tell you what. I will
Dice,
let you. I will let you roll.
Okay.
I will not let you take the average in this particular case. There you go. That's the average. One above,
Okay.
actually.
7. Okay, so 1, 2. No, I did put in on my paper character sheet, I did put in the level 3 abilities and stuff, so...
That's alright. That's fine. You might need them.
My hit points are not right either.
I need my level 3 abilities.
Says I can't use the character mancer to level up either.
You
So
can't. Yeah, you have. That's why I was telling people to cut and paste from the PDF and just fill out the character sheet that way.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to actually just roll through the app, the dice thing.
Where do I roll?
For you, an adept, I think it's a D6, but I might not be right. Let me see. I've got the book in front of me. A real paper book.
Be crazy now.
I know, right? Oh no, that's the archetype. Socialite is the class, or scion rather. Yeah, D6.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
And my con +1.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah. All right. So you're in a tavern. You get a few curious looks as an obvious London socialite walks through the doors, probably dressed pretty dapper. And then someone who's completely his opposite walks in with like black and blue bruised knuckles. But people, they're English. They know not to ask questions. They just kind of look back and give their full attention to their breakfasts.
Terrible as their breakfast is.
Rich.
Yep.
They also like to eat with their feet on the table.
the tokens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that.
My, did we take a wrong turn and end up in America?
So that's elbows on the table.
Guy behind
But
the
I
counter,
understand.
He says, "Can I help you, folks?"
Yes. 4 of your best rooms.
4 rooms. Our best, you say? That'll run
Right.
you $1.50 per evening. How long will you be staying?
We aren't sure. A couple of nights, I imagine, anyway.
All right, 2 nights, 4 adults. It's $12.
All right. Here you go.
All right. He gives you 4 sets of keys. He says, "Can I? Is there anything in town you can look for? You're looking for that I can help you with? You in here for business or visiting relatives?"
Visiting a friend of mine. He's works over at the Was it Haverish?
Haverish, yep.
At the Haverish estate. Do you know how to get there from here?
Make an insight check.
Check is a fantastic 10.
He with it, everyone can roll actually, but it's not too difficult. He kind of has almost an incredulous look. He says, the Haverish place, you say? The Haverish place has been abandoned for close to 6 months now. Are you sure it's the Haverish place and not another house?
Yes, quite certain. That is strange, though.
Yes, Miss Haverish passed away quite suddenly. It was a very large funeral, very very big to do, and then that was it. As far as I know, no one's purchased the property, and
You guys know Raiders that she left it to?
no, she had no surviving children, no next of kin. The bank was going to do a foreclosure on it, but they seem to have forgotten about it, or otherwise I'm not privy to whatever they're doing with the property.
Well, perhaps the butler did it.
Perhaps the butler did what?
No, that... I suppose that was inappropriate, wasn't it?
Ill-timed. Wait for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Right, well then, you would happen to know a, why did I put away the note?
Edward Davis. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, Edward Davis, then.
No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Should it?
Well, he was, I am told, the butler at the estate.
Hmm.
That is the friend we are looking for.
Curious. I would have assumed that when she passed on, the staff would go about their lives and move on. How old is this information that you have? Maybe your friend has moved and didn't tell you?
Yes, that's probably what happened.
Well,
Uh,
does that mean you won't be needing the rooms then?
no, we'll still be needing them.
Very good.
Do you happen to know how to get to the Haverish place at any rate? I should like to see it for myself.
It's a few miles east of here, up the road. You turn off, if I recall, at the it gives you just a general directions to find the place. It's a long walk. You probably want to rent something or take a handsome cab or whatever.
Right.
Although once you're there, getting a cab back might be difficult unless they have a working phone. He says we do have a fairly trustworthy transportation system here in Braintree. I'm sure I could arrange for a cab for you. I'm more than likely you'll just be taking a look at the property and coming back anyway, right?
Probably, yes. Alright, that'll be splendid.
Very good then. I will have that. I'll have that ready for you within the hour. Please go check out your rooms and make sure everything is satisfactory to your liking.
Right.
And he gets on his phone. I think they had phones, right?
I don't know.
In 93?
Not yet. Too early.
Probably. I don't know, actually.
Let me look it up.
Well, at any rate, whether it's through the phone or whether he sends a staff member over to make arrangements, within the hour after you've dropped off your bags in your rooms, there is a cab waiting out front. Horse-drawn carriage, whatever. And it's going to run you $2 round trip for the 4 people.
Patented
$2 each or $2 for all 4?
When, Chris?
Patented in 1876.
So they're probably just starting to get around.
Yeah.
And the 4 of you can fit comfortably in the back, and the guy at the rein says, "Where to, governor?"
The old Haverish estate.
Haverish estate, eh? There ain't
You know where it is?
Oh, I know where it is. There ain't nothing out that way, but you're the one paying
So I've
me.
heard.
All right, well, off we go then. Yeah!
That's a good lad.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, and the wagon turns a little corner around in front of the inn and starts heading on the way down the woods. And then as it leaves Braintree, it goes into like a little wooded area and over an old cobbled bridge across a little stream. And it starts to get a little gray. And the day is kind of a dreary English rainy afternoon, or noonish as you get there. The sun is just visible through the haze as the coach gets to a crossroads and takes the left deeper into the woods. And as it goes, it starts to get a little bumpy, and you kind of stick your head out of the carriage at one point and notice that
Stick my tongue out.
you stick your tongue out and you catch a June bug right in your face. You notice that the cobbled roads are showing a lot of overgrowth, like it hasn't been traveled in 6 months or so. And as the carriage rounds in front of this large manor house, it doesn't look abandoned, and there are a couple lights on in the first floor. And the coachmaster calls out, he's like, "Oh, looks like there's someone here after all. Will you be needing to go back just yet?"
No. I think we're gonna stay here for a little bit.
All right then. I am sure you'll need a cab back, so I'll hold on to this other dollar.
Right. Yes, that's fine.
Why don't I wait? I'll wait a little bit. See if you come back out. If things don't check out, then I'll wait. I have nothing else going on today.
Are you expecting that we won't come back out?
Well, I don't expect anyone's here besides maybe some squatters that ain't supposed to be here. And after you've driven them out, you might want to ride home. Save you the time and save me getting home and having to turn around and come right back.
Damien eyes him suspiciously like he's withholding information, but...
Well, much obliged, sir.
Good. He'll he drives it a little ways away and parks it. It's like one of those holding hands out like you can see me, but I forgot you can't see me. Like a little circular ring in front of the house, you know, so you can turn around. So he kind of drops you off in front, circles around, so that he's kind of sideways, parallel with the building, in case he needs to circle back around and pick you up again. And you see him grab today's paper and unfolds it and puts his feet on the front running boards and just leans back, starts reading the paper. As you approach the Haverish residence, it is
Mr. Edward.
Go ahead.
I was saying, do you think that Edward is squatting in this mansion?
I honestly don't know this Edward and have no idea what he is doing or could be doing at this moment.
Well, you really are very nice to your servants. Come all the way out here to check this out for him.
Well, he's a loyal servant and he's never asked much of me, so it's the least I could do. Besides, if there's anything paranormal going on, I want to know about it.
Wait, you didn't say there was going to be anything paranormal going on.
I didn't say there wasn't.
We almost died the last time we got involved in something like that.
Oh,
You might-
not
you
Oh
might
no,
do that.
we're going to die!
Ignore that. That was the wrong button.
Well, I'm certain he knows our reputation for what we have done. Perhaps he would not have called us if it had not been this sort of thing,
Right.
or some chance of it.
Alright, you find yourself standing in front of a 2-story manor house set into the woods, and for some reason it seems like there is no visibility. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm pulling the old fog of war trick instead of using dynamic lighting for now. Because this map doesn't have lighting walls. As I said, there are a few lights on the ground floor, but otherwise the building is mostly dark. And as you stand out here, it gets darker, like a cloud passes in front of the sun, and there are a lot of trees around, and there's just a sense of moodiness coming over this area. As you
How
approach
did Pearl get in this game? What, Jim?
What?
I said, how did Pearl get in this game?
Oh, Pearl.
Yeah.
I was confused for a minute there.
Everything's getting dark and gloomy.
Uh-oh.
Someone pissed off Hunter.
No otters, though.
Let's see.
I'm going to chalk that up as coincidence at this point.
Well, do you, sense anything here, Mr. Russo?
I don't know if I want to this early. You have to spend resolve points. You don't get them back until you do a long rest. Not about that.
Don't worry, you need a long rest. I'll just knock you out.
Oh yeah, I remember you said you listened to the previous game where you said you cast detect evil and good, and I said you don't detect any evil. I didn't realize it detects undead and demons or whatever. Yeah.
And I was too new to know any better.
True. Well, look at your token. It has your name right on it. Good times.
All right, so yes, I will cast the detect good and evil, which has a 10-minute concentration.
Okay, how far does it last? I mean,
how far does it last?
Yeah, what's the radius?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
So.
And then that makes you go, why is he asking what the radius is?
Well, because obviously bad things are going to happen.
And you said 10 minutes? All
Let me
right.
see. So 30...
Right now 30 feet is the front door.
There.
Hey, that works. All right. And I will watch the time. And I'm going to do it real time. So here you go. Timer's on. Clock is ticking. Whoa. All right. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm going to go up to the door as want for a sensitive to do and put my hand on the door.
Okay. Make a perception roll. Not just you. Anybody who's at the door.
Gonna listen, yeah.
All right. You hear the sounds. Oh, yeah. Everyone who's rolled, so everyone except Mean Gene, hears the sound of piano music coming from inside the house.
Is it tuned?
It sounds tuned, and you hear the occasional voice.
Seems they're having a party.
Is it more than one voice, or is it like someone talking to themselves?
You hear more than one voice. Yeah, but it's too indistinct, and it sounds pretty far off into the house. But there's the occasional someone's laugh, like a woman's chuckle, will cut through the silence.
This seems like an occupied space. Perhaps we should knock.
Yes.
And he steps back and goes, Mean Gene?
I mean, I could say something about the man letting the woman go first, but...
Yeah, that's not what's happening here.
This is the coward letting the muscle go first.
Indeed. Muscle walks right in. Go ahead.
All right, knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. There's a moment of silence. And then you hear creaking floorboards and the sound of a latch being thrown. And the front door opens to reveal where is the reveal areas? We'll go like this. To reveal a butler who approaches and he says, "Oh, I did not know we were getting guests." He looks to be in his 40s. Dressed like a butler. Now, your butler, Lon, is probably pushing 65, 70. So
this could be little Eddie?
Would be, a full-grown adult at this point. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility that this could be him.
Do they look at all related?
Make a perception roll. It's possible. I mean, he's got graying hair. And Lon was.
They both have gray hair.
And you don't really know. Yeah, you don't really know Lon that well. Besides the fact that he's served you dinner once a week, it's not like Brian has worked with the guy for forever. Given that, Brian, I would say you can, if you're looking for it, you can find resemblance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like glaring in your face, "Hey, look, it's me, your nephew." I barely look like any of my nieces and nephews, let alone my own siblings. So
I don't look like my uncles.
So it's kind of a shot in the dark at that point. He says,
I'll just come right out and ask.
Good evening, sirs and madams. Do you have the right address?
Are you Edward Davis by any chance?
He kind of looks surprised that you would ask that, and he says, Why, yes, I am.
I'm a friend of your Uncle Lon's.
Oh.
I'm his boss, actually. He got a
is there
surprising letter from you.
I
would assume we took the letter with us, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'll show him the letter.
He kind of waves it off. Yes. Perhaps maybe you should return to Uncle Lon and tell him that his concern is not necessary, and oh, who am I kidding? You should go. You should go now. Before you're trapped here too. This house. This cursed house. He keeps looking over his shoulder. You hear the laughing again from inside the house. He's like, I can't leave. And if you stay much longer, you won't be able to leave either. I know it's weird.
Yes.
I know it doesn't make any sense. But you need to listen to me and go.
We have some experience in dealing with such matters. Maybe we could be of assistance here.
I don't see
Don't
how
worry,
that could
we
be
have
possible.
Jean. Jean could handle it.
Plus, we have Mean Jean. She could knock a ghost out in one punch.
In Avenger style, we basically have a Hulk.
Make a persuasion roll.
I crack my knuckles.
He's kind of standing in the doorway so you can't get in.
Oh, I can get in.
Oh, who's persuading here? Me or?
I was saying you because you're the one. I thought you were the one talking.
Yeah,
to
you do it.
Yeah, I did it.
He says, I don't know. I how could you possibly have any knowledge of what's going on here? I'm afraid if I let you in, you won't be able to leave.
Then we won't leave until we fix it. Stand aside.
Right. It'll have to.
No. Let's not be hasty. We don't want to be trapped here.
He steps back. He says, I don't know if this is a good idea, but who am I to stop you?
I don't know if it's a good idea either, but here goes.
I walk in and I say, all right, Tell us the story from the beginning, 6 months ago.
At that moment, this door opens. And an elderly maid walks through, and she goes, "Edward, who are these people, and why have you let them inside?" He says, "They're he's the employer of my uncle, and they say they can help." She starts laughing. She's like, "Nobody can help us." And the laugh kind of turns into a cry. And then she goes through this way.
How many of you are there?
Oh, there's just the two of us, Beatrice and myself, and Mrs. Haverish's guests.
Guests?
Guests from the other side, I take it.
It would make sense if that is the case. Miss Haverish.
I don't know. I don't detect any.
Miss Haverish has been dead for 6 months now.
We know. The house should be empty.
Yes. We were in the process of packing up our things to find new jobs when the hound showed up. And he won't let us leave the grounds.
Hound, you say?
Yes, Mr. Haverish's dog Cutter. He appears outside whenever we get too far from the house, growls and chases us back inside. He's a beastly thing, glows in the dark, eyes like coals, gives off an intense heat. But that's not the weirdest part. And then, as he says that, there's like a chuckle from in the house, and he looks at you with just despair in his eyes as he says, "Mrs. Haverish is here too."
If we can vanquish this hound, though, you should be able to leave.
It seems impervious to bullets. I've shot it twice with a shotgun.
When have you tried to leave? Does he appear during the day and at night?
Well, he kind of peers past you at the sky. "I'm afraid for you it's already night." And you kind of turn as he says that and realize that it is pitch black outside. And you don't see the carriage waiting for you anymore.
What time did we get here?
Noon.
Uh-huh.
You've also you notice, I'm not going to make you roll for it, you notice that the road is no longer overgrown. It almost feels like you've stepped backward in time 6 months.
Oh no. I told you this was a bad idea.
I'm going to assume, Chris, you're in the house.
Well, I was just wondering about that. Was I...
I was assuming you were in the house when all this plays out.
I mean,
Because if you're not, the house disappears.
I was thinking I was kind of standing outside listening a bit, but...
Chris is like, "Screw you all," and runs away.
Not runs away, just try to be someone on the outside, but if you say I'm in the house, I'm in the house.
If I had noticed you were outside, then seen them all disappear and you'd be alone outside the house. So I'm moving you into the house.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Because otherwise you would have basically stepped out of the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So Beatrice comes back through. Good. A couple male voices and some female voices.
Wow, this is mighty peculiar. How have you survived 6 months without food?
Or sleep. I don't know what's going on. It has been non-stop. It is maddening.
Is this party what was happening the day of her departure?
No. I'm just going to reveal the whole map now, I think. Just turn off the... Nah, actually, I'm going to do it piece by piece. You haven't left this room yet, so I'm not going to change this just yet. Sorry. He says, here, why don't we go why don't we go over here in the dining room where we can talk without the guests getting involved?
Putting my hand on the wall and seeing if I sense anything on the other side.
I'm gonna say yes. You sense some kind of a disturbance. Does it say you can tell what you're feeling?
Doobie-doobie-doo.
You know, this place over there, magic. No. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say you can tell that there are some kind of residual hauntings on the other side of the wall.
Then I see the others are gone. I'm like, ah!
And you can hear some giggling and talking as you. Yep.
There's ghosts in there. There's
Edward
ghosts in that room.
Edward says, about a year ago, Master Havrish traveled to Burma to fight in the war, and he met an unfortunate end while he was away. When they shipped his body back with his belongings, he was interred in the family crypt out behind the house. Mrs. Havrish was stricken with grief, and it was only I think it was a week before she succumbed to her sadness. She was buried next to her husband, but as we were packing up our things, to our surprise, she walked in the back door with one of the artifacts that was returned with his body around her neck. It was a jade and silver pendant, some ancient relic he had found in his journeys, but she had taken to it, and she wears it still. We obviously, with great distress, decided that it was no longer a good time for us to be here, so we left through the front door, and that's when Cutter appeared and chased us back in the house. I fetched the master's shotgun and grabbed Beatrice, and we bolted back out again to try to make a break for the road, but 2 shotgun blasts to the face, and the dog just chased us. He's a vicious beast. I don't know. I don't know how we can break this. At that moment, there is a call from the other room, a woman's voice very clearly. Edward! Edward, I haven't seen you in a few minutes. Where are you? He goes, I must check in with Mrs. Havrish. Please, I would be back. And he goes out this door and out the next door and into the main chamber. And at that
First thing
moment,
we gotta
you hear
do-
the piano music start spiking up again. And then you start hearing singing. And it sounds like at least 5 distinct voices singing in the other room. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, every other time we've done this, there's always been some sort of thing, object that we've had to get rid of. So, I think we need to dig her up and destroy that necklace, number 1. Yeah?
But there's ghosts in there.
It might help. Couldn't hurt. I mean, it's probably cursed. I don't know how we would destroy it exactly, but
Well, it sounded as if she was wearing it. She, who was still
That's-
moving.
That's why I said dig her up and take it off.
wait, but did he say that her ghost is wearing it currently, or is it just she was wearing it when she was alive and she's buried with it?
Jim, your thing pings off. Just before it times out, you get a flash as if something has stepped within the radius. And then a few seconds later, Edward comes through the door with a woman behind him. And she says, "Oh, Edward, you didn't tell me you had 4 guests." Around her neck,
She wear a necklace?
there is a pendant on a gold chain. The gold chain looks new. The pendant looks very old. It's like a hunk of jade, carved in like a, I don't know, some kind of a rune or a symbol on the front of the jade block. It's maybe 1.5 inches around, and then there's a gold, like a hammered gold ring with the loop on it that the gold chain is fastened through. It all looks really old and handcrafted, and she's wearing it around her neck. I meant to get a picture of one of these, and I forgot to grab it before the game started. She holds her hand out. She
Right.
goes, "I am Mrs. Josephine Haverish. It's very nice to meet you all." She holds her hand out.
I'm Lucian Ellis.
"It is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Did you come all the
You
way
as
from
well.
London, I hear?"
Yes.
Those of you looking toward Edward as she's basically spilling that he said something, he just kind of has this whimpering look, like, and a shrug, like. You take her hand. It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold, but it's not icy cold, and it's solid. But a chill runs up your back as you make contact with her. She says, "Why are you sitting around here in the stuffy old dining room? You simply must join the party. Edward, tell your friends to join the party. I'll have Beatrice cook up some more snacks." He says, "Yes, Mum." And she steps back through the door, and she looks back and she goes, "I'll be watching for you. Don't be late." And she heads back out of the range. He's like, "I'm sorry. Beatrice mentioned that I was speaking with someone, and she asked a bunch of questions, and I couldn't not tell her."
That's fine. All you needed to do was say that we are friends of your uncle, just popping in for a visit.
What is this radius, Jim?
I was trying to cast Detect Magic,
Oh, okay.
so I could tell if there was magic coming from the necklace.
You do not pick up any magic from the necklace.
No, I'll keep it on until it runs out.
Okay. "I'm so sorry. I did not mean for her to know you were here. Now I feel your fate is definitely sealed. I'm so sorry, my friends." He just has a seat and puts his head in his hands.
We've been through worse.
Not your fault.
How could you have been through worse? We're trapped here.
Damien almost died.
Must be a way out.
If there is, I can't think of it. That stupid dog.
Damien's gonna almost die here, I think, too.
I stand up and I say that, well, you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can meet this dog right now.
All right.
Careful, Gene.
I'm gonna head out towards the front door.
All right. So you head out the front door.
No, we're gonna lose our only fighter.
As you step outside, you notice that it is dark. It is like, if you didn't know any better, it's like 10 p.m. It's late dark. You can see the road that is not currently overgrown anymore. There's a quarter moon out tonight, giving just enough light to show you that there is a road. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn on this, and I'm gonna turn on this, and I'm gonna turn it way down. Bam. It is dark outside. And you're standing on the steps, and you see nothing.
Okay.
Well, do you have a shovel, perhaps? Have you tried digging underground?
No. But that would take forever.
Well,
And then what if it jumps in the tunnel? Then we're trapped in the tunnel.
Well, we keep the door closed, and, well, how would it get down there? And we do have forever, do we not?
I certainly hope not. Alright. Me and Jean, how far away to that? Okay, there you go. Now you're moving. How far from the house do you want to get? As you,
Movement rate?
as you get to about, how far? Midnight?
My movement rate, maybe 25?
So you're just gonna haul ass? I don't have a map long enough for this. Let's see. I'll just say
I'm probably
when
not gonna
I say when you get to
haul ass. I
here,
mean,
when you get past the walkway toward the actual road portion, then seemingly from the tree line, but you swear it appears in the road, appears this dog, and it is a pretty decent sized dog, but it's giving off an unearthly light. And it looks in your direction, and you hear it. And it begins to stalk towards you with its shoulders kind of up and the hackles on its fur. But it more prowls at you, like it's in an intimidating kind of posture.
Odd.
What do you want to do?
Can the rest of us see this from inside?
If you're looking out a window, yeah. Edward says, "Oh no, there it is. She needs to get back inside. Miss, you need to get back inside. We're not trying to leave, Cutter, I promise."
Perhaps
Wonder
What?
good
Say it again,
until
you
we
said
know
Or
more
if-
about it.
I wonder if I could be commanding enough.
He's like, "You must get in. He'll tear you to shreds."
Gene, I think that's enough.
I
Close the door,
here. I wonder if I
close
should
the door.
reset.
What? You should do what?
I said there's a lot of lag here. I wonder if I should reset. And that intimidation is not worth it.
What? Oh, did you roll?
I wanted to try and command the dog, but that intimidation roll sucks.
Yeah, you shout something at the dog, and it shouts something back, and you realize you did not successfully intimidate this dog. I'm going to ask you if you're going back in the house one more time before I roll initiative.
I'll go back in, but now that I've seen him, it'll give me some time to plan
Okay.
out how I'm going to fight him.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm going to say go ahead and restart your computer and see if that fixes everything. Because it might even fix your monitor's problem.
Alright, so that'll take me a few minutes because I'm going to
Yeah.
exit game and then shut down and...
I know. We'll let these guys discuss what they what the next course of action is, and if we run out, then we'll entertain the streamers until you get back. All right. So in the meantime, Edward slams the door shut behind me and Jean, and he says, "Oh my God, that was close. You could have died." And Jean just is like, whatever.
Right?
Well, she has.
Oh, I'm gonna move to the house.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that I can move faster than he can. I'll be back.
She has killed, destroyed a zombie, several wooden creature figures.
But this hound is impervious to damage. Shotguns, face, nothing.
That. Yes.
He's not of this world, I swear it.
Neither is she.
So it seems. Has the lady attempted to leave, and does she have any kind of command over this hound, does it seem?
Miss Haverish, she seems quite content to stay inside and entertain her guests.
Was the dog always this large?
He was not always this large, but he was always frightfully loyal. After the master was brought back from the war, Cutter sat outside the mausoleum for days, waiting for him to come back out. When we interred Miss Haverish in there, it was inconsolable. We thought maybe we were going to have to put him down, and then he just ran off. It wasn't until we were packing our things to leave that he reappeared in this state. I'm not even sure Miss Haverish even knows he's out there. She doesn't mention him or bring him up. She's a very strong personality, and it's hard to get a word in with her. She commands a room. And at that moment, almost as if on cue, "Edward! Your friends still haven't come in here yet. I'm getting cross."
What happens if you don't do what she says?
I haven't found out yet. I'm rather fearful. I don't know if I've made this part clear, but she's dead. She should not be here.
I know she's a ghost. I keep saying that. Nobody ever listens to me.
Would you want to not do what a ghost tells you to do? Seems like suicide to me.
I'd like to stay away from the ghost, actually.
And the door flies open. Edward!
Oh, there she is.
Come on.
Well,
My
it
patience
depends
is
on the
wearing thin.
ghost.
If you're going to be guests in my house, participate. Where did you learn your manners?
Participate in.
Terribly sorry, milady.
Yes, you
We'll be
should
right
be.
in.
Thank you.
We're sick, and we don't want to get you sick.
Oh, I don't get sick, darling. And as she walks away, you hear, "I'm losing my patience."
Well, let's not keep her waiting any longer.
We're gonna die.
Is your dog quite all right, miss?
You follow her in the other room. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off the fog of war. Oh, it is off. Can you see everybody now?
Within the radius.
Oh, yeah. I'll turn the lighting up. Boink. Kabam. No, come on. There we go. As you enter the main room, there are quite a few guests. And most of them... Alright, make a perception roll, because this is going to be a tricky one. Brian, do you have the dice actually rolling?
Yeah, are you hearing
That
it?
explains it. No, I was like, I'd see your thing say perception, and then nothing would happen, and then it would pop up, and I was
Oh,
thinking it was
because
lag on my end, but it's your dice
delay.
settling. Yep,
Yeah, I'm gonna shut that off because I don't even like it anyway.
it's in the settings and under 3D dice.
Yeah.
All right, so
There.
Lucian notices. No one else notices, so keep this in mind. That the guests only move, speak, or otherwise animate when they are within Havrish's line of sight. When she turns away, they kind of just freeze in place like mannequins. But as her gaze sweeps back across the room, they start moving again or talking to her, and she addresses them. And it's seamless for her. You can tell that as far as her vision goes, her line of sight goes, they're always animated and moving. They start animating the second before they enter her peripheral vision. But for the rest of you, I mean, they don't freeze. They just kind of like they're in a trance until they're in her line of sight, and then they realize that they're real.
So, well, she's over here right now. I want to come over here
Okay.
and try talking to this one. See if she'll say anything back
She's
to me.
like, Mr. Jones, play us another tune, will you? He goes, of course, my lady, and starts banging away on the old keys. And you walk up to the woman on the couch, and she kind of like turns her head towards you, but doesn't do anything right away. What do you say?
Hello, I'm Lucian. My name is Lucian Ellis. What is your name?
How loudly do you speak?
Normal tone of voice.
Okay. I'm going to roll something real quick. All right. Mrs. Haverish glances over her shoulder and says, "Oh, Lucian, that's Mrs. Baker. She's a nice old woman. Aren't you, Mrs. Baker?" She goes, "Of course, ma'am. Hello, Mr. What was it? Ellis?
Ellis, yes.
My name is Mrs. Baker. It's very nice to meet you."
You as well.
Harris says, "I'm sorry I didn't introduce everyone. This is Mrs. Carter. This is Mr. Parker. That's Mr. Denny over there. You've already met Beatrice, I believe. Mr. Jonas is on the piano, and Ms. Walters likes to sing like a crow." She's like, "I do not." "Yes, you do, darling. There are a few other guests in the other room. I'm sure if they decide to come out," she kind of hollers in that direction. And then as through the door, "There's Mrs. Taylor and Mr. Parson and Stuart. And now the party's all here. Mr. Jonas, something lively." He says, "Yes, Mum," and starts playing a jaunty little tune, and Haber starts clapping, and everybody in the room begins to sing, except Beatrice, who wanders off looking like she's busy, and Edward, who is kind of giving you a pleading look. They're all singing almost perfectly in unison. EJ, are both monitors working now?
Both monitors are working, but both monitors are monitor 1, and there's no second display.
I'll have to look at it later. You'll have to do the whole extend this monitor button or whatever. I'll look at it later. At least you're on camera now.
In turn-based mode.
I assume Mean Gene comes in here as well. Haber says, "So, you never really answered my question. Why are you all here? This is like a wall, but I'm going to pretend it's just a low balcony thing, or else you wouldn't be able to see each other."
We're definitely going to have to fix this, because it's annoying having two things on both screens,
So just
and
turn
I
the
can't get
other
rid of one
on.
without getting rid of the other. Yeah, that's true too, but you know.
Yeah. I'll come check it. I don't know what's happening, but I'll take a look. Might have to change graphics cards. What was your name again, Mrs.?
That me?
Yeah.
Or... Miss Allen's, Lydia,
Allen's.
Well, you...
Is there a Mr. Allen's?
No.
I'm sure there's a few eligible men in here. She looks around the room and then smiles at you.
But are there cats?
Cats. I've never was one for cats.
Well, you know what they say.
What? What do they say?
Never trust a person who the cats do not like. Or was it who does not like cats? I never quite remember. Regardless. We were here,
What do you mean by
well-
this? Seems rather rude.
Oh, nothing by it. Regardless.
I should hope not.
I mean only that I am rather fond of cats. Regardless, we were, responding to a cryptic letter that, one of the guests here had apparently written.
One of the guests wrote a letter. She looks about the room. They all kind of say, "No, Mrs. Haverish, I haven't written any letter." Edward slips out through the door.
Damien's like trying to like get Lydia's like attention. Like,
Bail! Pull the ripcord! Eject!
Well, perhaps it was ghost-written?
A phrase. That means someone else wrote it for them? That kind of ghostwritten?
Yes.
None of my business. I don't monitor my guests every second that they're here. Do I, Mrs. Walters? Stuart, get away from her!
So, how long has this party been going on?
Oh, a party is never too long. It will go on as long as people are still here. I lost track of time a while ago. I don't remember when we started. But we've been having so much fun, time has been flying by.
I see. Fascinating.
Yes, it is.
I must say, my lady, that is quite the lovely necklace you have on there.
Oh, isn't it? My husband gave it to me.
Really?
He found
I
it
wonder
in
where
Burma.
he found such a piece.
Yes,
Burma, you say?
it's Burmese. Yes.
Mm.
Fascinating, isn't it?
Yes.
Did he say how he got it?
He unfortunately passed away before he could give me the full story.
Oh.
He mentioned in a letter that he had uncovered it in a cache somewhere that the army had stumbled across, and they had divvied up the spoils, and he said he was going to send it back to me, and unfortunately, when it got delivered, he was also dead.
Oh. My condolences. How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't remember. Beatrice, how long ago did my husband die? I forgot what his first name was. 'Cause I'm a terrible DM who forgot to take notes. She says, it was 6 months ago, your ladiness. Yeah, 6 months. 6 months ago it was. Tragic. He was a good man, he was.
I see. Did he ever
Christoph
describe this?
Haverish, that's my husband's name.
Ah.
I found my notes.
Did he ever describe the significance of this artifact?
believe he said he was going to look into it when he returned, but unfortunately did not happen.
Rather peculiar.
And unfortunate too. He was always a
Yeah.
bit of an artifact hunter. Fancied himself. Oh, bit of an adventurer, really.
Had he traveled
Yes.
much?
Yeah, he'd been to Egypt, Greece, Rome,
Oh my.
Babylon at one point, but didn't find anything there.
What was he looking for?
Well, he was a bit of a fool, really. I think he was just looking for anything so he could put his name on it and become famous. Silly man. What about yourself? I think I heard someone say you work at a museum in London?
Oh, yes. I wonder who. Yes, I do work at the British Museum.
My husband
been
would have
on
liked you, I bet. Not too much, I hope.
myself. Yes, yes, I am a bit of a specialist in, Rome and, Greece, but, not too far afield from there. Not too far.
England is full of those Roman artifacts, isn't it? You must be kept busy without having to leave the island. Good for you.
True. Yes. Yes.
I've picked up a little bit of knowledge in my time living with Christoph. Giant fool that he was.
Fascinating.
was a good
Mostly. Had he been to Bali before that, or elsewhere than the Mediterranean?
I-
Or Babylon?
I think he only went to Babylon once. He'd been to Burma a few times. I believe that's why he signed up with the army.
No.
As an excuse. Yes, Burma. Yes, it was the third Burmese war that he fought in. I did my research. Says the DM.
What made him so keen on Burma? Suddenly.
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Well, you would have had to have asked him. I suppose I should get the tense correct. But unless you can speak with the dead, I don't think that's going to be happening. She slaps you on the shoulder and you feel an icy chill run across your back.
Yes. I kind of look at Damien like, can you do that?
Not to third level.
You know, it's been great talking to you, but there's a couple of you I haven't spoken to yet. And she's eyeing up Mean Jean. Dear, you are the type of woman I would not see around here. What brings you into my humble abode with this crew?
Hired bodyguard-ish?
You don't look the type, I must say. Although you do look like you could beat up anyone in this room, so, you know, maybe I'm wrong on this one.
I mean, I am a fighter by trade. Honestly, ma'am, it was more underground fighting. Wait, did Lucian find me or did Damien find me? No, Lucian found me,
I
right?
think you got invited to one of Lucian's seance busts.
Yeah. I think both were in.
Yeah, you met a guy at a fight and he invited you because he needed backup to go to this seance.
Yeah.
With the Book of MacGuffins. Your first adventure, yep.
Yeah. So something real did happen.
So that's kind of what I tell her. After one of my fights, there was a man that asked me to come along with him as bodyguard purposes, and then I've been doing this ever since.
Now, given the arrangement we've got right now, Mrs. Havrish is in the rare moment where her back is completely to everybody else in this room except for me and Jean. And the rest of you notice that they all keep their heads turned toward her, unsettlingly creepy, even though her back is to them.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like if you walk between their line of sight, their eyes don't twitch to move. Unless you say something to them, then they might generally drift toward you slowly. But they don't actively respond.
This is a good time to get out of this room.
When you
Start
leave
poking
the,
around.
Or try and stab her in the back.
you poke around and everything seems very neat and tidy. And you try to open a cabinet and it won't open. Like
None of the cabinets open at all.
right. When you're in a room that she's not in, you can't seem to interact with anything that would require it to be moved or opened or closed or otherwise function.
Got it. Okay.
Do doors work?
The doors do work, yeah.
Were
And
these
chairs can be moved around a little bit, but like cabinets and drawers and things that would contain items for some reason seem to be frozen in time, if you will.
What if we burn the house down?
Does fire burn through time?
Sometimes.
Not to
Sometimes.
mention we're in the house.
ghost fire does?
Ghost fire.
Have we seen the mausoleum or anything from any rooms we've been in?
From the rooms you've been in, technically where you are now, through the back window, you notice what looks like a hedge maze. And in the center of the hedge maze, you can see what looks like a large stone mausoleum. You can also see a couple fountains on the various corners.
We actually looking over the hedge maze?
From out here, yeah, the mausoleum is kind of like, it's got a spire to it. So it's hard to tell how tall the maze itself is, but the mausoleum is probably, with its steeple, maybe 35 feet up. So it would jut up way above the hedges.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because if I could actually see the maze, I would draw it.
No, you're not high enough up to actually see the layout of the maze. I'm not gonna let you cheat.
I'm totally going to the second floor and checking.
All right.
I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna say that it seems to shift as you try to watch it. It's hard. You're not looking at 100% straight down view. You're looking at 3/4 view of green on green on green on green.
Okay.
So it's kind of difficult to see where they are. You can see that there's a straight shot to the mausoleum. The front gates open right into the mausoleum area. So you don't have to go through. So you don't have to navigate the maze to get to the mausoleum.
Yep. I'll go sit at the piano.
Okay.
Oh, and is this north of the house or where?
It would be north of the house, yeah.
Okay.
Just for the sake of the map.
Okay, yeah, I'll kind of go walk around and get a sense of the other rooms while she's distracted.
You should be able to see the upstairs, because I think I turned off the dynamic lighting. Right? So if you scroll out, you can see the whole map. Oh, I guess you can't.
No.
Well, I can fix that. Just let me delete this right here. Or it won't let me delete it. Oh, there it is. What the hell? Come on. I have just completely turned this into a giant blackness. There we go. That's the upstairs.
Ah, so there's like a interesting second floor. Okay.
Yeah. I will let you explore it because you can't really interact with most of it.
Okay, and it looks like I'm guessing this is an outhouse to the east.
Yep.
Okay.
Fountain out the front, which has a little bit of water spraying out of it. You don't recall it being on when you got here earlier. You feel like you would have noticed, but maybe it was.
Okay. Wonder if we should lure her in a particular room.
Mr. Lucian, it's been so nice meeting you. If you get tired, there are beds upstairs. You can take a nap. I hope you enjoy parties, because this party is just getting started. And you see Edward put his head in his hands. I have other guests to attend to. Hey, where is that other fellow? There he is. Hello! Come back!
He's trying to stay on the opposite side of the room or wherever
Look
she
what you've
is.
done! You've elongated me. She says, "Excuse me, I haven't talked to an
You've
American in some
elongated
time."
Is what she said.
Please don't kill me.
Stop!
Please
Stop moving.
don't kill me. I beg you.
She kind of corners you by the window.
Jean! Jean! She's gonna kill me!
Your accent, American, yes?
Jean! Jean?
Calm down. Calm down, sir. What is your problem? You seem very agitated.
Calm down, man. She's trying to have a conversation with you.
You're so nervous. All the time nervous. Is that the way you are? All the time?
Are you going to kill me? Are you gonna suck out my soul?
What kind of a foolish question is this? Is this an American way to talk? I've been to America. No one talks like you. What are you on about? Calm down. Have a drink. Grab a champagne or a piece of caviar or something. It'll settle your nerves.
You're and he's like trying to like figure out how he can get around her since she has him cornered.
She doesn't seem too interested in letting you get away at the moment.
I killed myself. You can't take that away from me.
Obviously, your detect magic has gone away a long time ago, but she just wants to talk about America, and you seem rather untalkative, Mr. This is what you tell me your name.
Why won't you let us leave?
What do you mean? The door's right there. But why would you want to leave? This party is just getting started.
They aren't having a good time. Look at them.
What? She turns around and as her gaze sweeps across the room, everyone holds their drinks up and smiles. They're just...
and he goes over to where Jean is.
He's a difficult man, that one. Fine. Be that way, you rude American. Edward, I need a drink. Yes, Mom. And he leaves.
Kinda sounds like you're saying mom.
Stuart?
Might as well,
into
yeah.
trouble, Stuart? He's like, no, of course not, Mrs. Harris. Why would I get into trouble? She's like, because I know you, Stuart. You're still young. I know what goes on down there. And she points at his pants. He turns kind of red and he moves away from her.
Why?
Over here, man. Over here. He's like doing this to him. Come here. Come here.
Now you've piqued her interest, Damien. She's just kind of following you. And
I'm now in a corner.
maybe I will have a seat over here by Miss Baker. Mrs. Baker, move over, would you please? You're hogging the couch.
Has Lucian found anything upstairs? Like anything that looks like a master bedroom?
I think you're in what looks like the master bedroom.
Yeah, that
And
one.
it doesn't look like it's been slept in months.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like there is a desk, but I'm guessing no papers out or anything.
Nothing on the desk, no. Everything is neat and tidy and like it was recently cleaned and no one's been in here since it was cleaned and tidied up.
Same thing as downstairs with the drawers not opening and stuff like that.
Right. Almost like you're in a painting of the house.
Yeah.
Don't suppose you have anything for opening objects, do you, sir?
Good question. Don't believe I do.
I could try my foil, but that is not exactly the right tool for the job.
All I really have is a rapier. It's not really going to do much.
Oh, I knew I should have brought my tomahawk and my longbow. Perhaps arrows can hurt that beast. There are legends, you know, of cold iron hurting fey creatures and whatnot. Of course, I'm sure that is all poppycock, but it is worth trying, yes.
Oh, it couldn't hurt. What does this stairwell over here lead to?
It goes down into the stairs out
This
by the
garden
garden.
area?
Yep.
I'll go down there and poke around.
Okay. You can open the door and go outside.
Ooh, a well. Is there anything in the well?
Oh, well. Some water.
Oh, well.
Well. Yes, there's some water in the well. Bucket goes down, you can fish out some water. The water, when it comes up, seems kind of old and got some algae on it.
Hmm.
No spider creatures down there?
No spider creatures down there.
Or whatever was there in Ravenloft?
Oh, Ravenloft, yeah. No. Not that you can see.
But where's Otto?
No auto here.
Ooh, shovel.
Nothing to find here. I guess I'll go back inside.
Okay.
I suppose
There
I'll...
you are, Mr. Lucian. I was looking around for you. I didn't see you anywhere. I thought maybe you and your friends had left.
Nope, just thought I'd take a look at more of your lovely home.
It is a
Wow.
lovely home, isn't it? Christoph made sure that we only had the best house.
Yes.
Yes. How about your house? Is it nice? It's in London.
Yes.
I bet it's expensive.
Quite lavish, yes.
I could tell you were a man of taste.
You could say that.
And then she licks her lips. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no!
Oh
I need adults.
my.
Oh no.
I think I will try maybe prying open the desk with my foil. I don't expect it'll work, but...
I would like you to make a strength check.
Okay.
And then I would like to make you to make a saving throw for the foil. No, they don't have object breakage rules anymore, do they? Maybe they do. All right, you pry and you pry and you pry and you pry, and finally it pops open with a crack. And as it does so, front panel just falls off. As if there is no drawer. It was just a facade.
So is there just like empty space in there, or?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a movie set. You know, it's not a real desk. You just pop the front off, and it's just set dressing.
Mighty peculiar. Well, right then. I guess we don't know. You see where she is. Okay. I guess I'll return to the main room.
Okay.
For now. Looks
Hello,
like...
Mrs. Allen. Yes, Miss Allen's is back. Was it Lucy? Began with an L. Hold on, don't tell me. Linda. Was it Linda?
Lucifer?
Oh, no, that's not a female name.
It's not?
I know Lucian and Lydia. Lydia! Yes, I knew I'd get it eventually. I'm a smart one. You can't trick this old bird.
The picture looks younger than the voice you're using, by the way.
No. Okay, maybe a little bit. She's a little bit older than that picture. She's got the hairnet going on, and she's got that. She's not like a gray old lady. She's just she's got like about 2 decades of smoking under her belt, so. Even Katharine Hepburn had this voice at 25.
That was when smoking was healthy for you.
That's right. That's
Doctors even had preferred brands.
That's terrifying and true.
Yep.
And they wanted their gasoline leaded.
Damien, are you outside?
I'm going to the maze, or
Okay.
trying to.
You can go outside, and you don't see any issues with the house. As you approach the maze, though, in the distance you hear, but you don't. Well, make a perception roll. Okay, you see a glow hovering around above the maze.
Above the maze?
Yeah, like the dog is in there somewhere. On a walkabout.
Okay.
But I will do this,
Ooh.
even though technically only Damien is here. You can see straight down to the front mausoleum door. Yeah, that.
Right, but he's in the maze now.
Damien's in the maze?
No, the dog. So that means he's not out front.
You presume he's in the maze because you can see a glow in there, yeah.
Okay. So if I run to the front of the house, is he there?
You want to run for the front of the house?
Yes.
All right. So you run to the front of the house. Let's put you in front of the house. All right. What's your movement speed?
My movement is a 30.
Okay. That's what I figured. You're not Mean Gene with a move of 50.
I'm not special like her.
You get out front here, and when you're there, nothing. And when you're here, nothing. And when you're here, nothing. And when you step here, then seemingly teleporting from the bushes, way over here, appears the dog.
Oh no, creepy Watson!
I want to do an insight roll on him.
On the dog?
Yes.
Alright, what are you trying to ascertain? Alright, well, go ahead and make a roll. Alright, you can insight that he's ready to come charging and rip your throat out.
And
By his
What-
hackles and posture.
like, is he like just crazy, or is he like
Oh, it
seem
looks
intelligent?
It looks
or
more intelligent, yeah.
okay,
Like it's got its head down and eyes are locked at you. So when you look at it, your eyes kind of lock for a moment, and it begins to prowl slowly forward with that jowls just kind of flapping in growliness.
hey, I point my pistol at it. See what it does.
Okay, it approaches you.
Just, I'm warning you. I'm a good shot. He's not listening. All right, I'm gonna attempt to shoot the dog.
All right, make an attack roll.
Let me see this thing here. Lost my thing. There it is.
Oh, well, I saw the insight for a second.
Yep.
Because my other screen is not updating as fast.
All right. So, attack that damn dog. Oh my god!
Goes off completely wide. Like, it's almost like you're shooting at where the taxi left you off, and not even close to the dog. And the dog starts charging.
Dun-dun,
So
dun-dun-dun,
I need you to roll
dun-dun.
initiative. Ooh, that's pretty good.
How fast is he moving?
Well, you'll know on round 7 how fast he's moving.
Oh, I thought he was already charging.
No, he goes to charge, which starts the initiative. So on 20, you can go. It looks like he moves at a 50.
Want a race, buddy?
Ding!
Fight him!
All right, you're first, Damien. What would you like to do?
I am gonna go here and I'm gonna take my action to open the door.
Okay. And he runs to here on his turn and then stops. And just drops into like a pounce stance, but does not approach closer to the house. The door's
Close the
open.
door.
You step in, you close
Yep.
the door. All right.
Where were you?
Listening to you putting yourself in foolishly in harm's
I
way
was
trying to
too
tease
zoomed
the
in on
dog.
stream. I didn't line that up right. Well.
We're all gonna die in here and none of you care.
I forgot that the scary mask I have does my face movements. I caught myself smiling. I was like,
You look so happy.
Yeah, move over, Piano Man.
oh. Yeah, you can kind of get him to move a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. You hear a clap, clap, clap. Oh, good. Someone else can play. Jonas, your songs were getting quite stale. Mr. Damien, what do you know? Any American show tunes? Please tell me you know show tunes.
Play another one, Bites the Dust.
And she starts singing
Yes.
along with whatever you play that she might know.
I'm playing Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh. Does that have words?
Nope. Sing along to this.
All right. So what would you guys like to do? Do you have a course of action besides talking to Miss Haverish for the next
I say,
months?
while Damien is entertaining with the piano, I think Lucian and Lydia and I should probably go into the mausoleum.
I'm gonna ask Edward Davies or Davis a question or two.
Yes, Miss Allen?
So these people seem frozen in place while she is not looking at them, but you aren't. What, are they all dead too?
I don't think they're real, Miss Lydia. I don't think they're real.
Oh, so they are figments of her imagination or something.
That is my inclination.
So you and is Beatrice
Yes.
real?
I believe we are the only real people here besides you and your friends.
Hmm.
And I don't know how long this facade can hold out with us not eating or sleeping. I think eventually, I'm afraid, time will catch up and we'll just drop dead and crumble to dust.
Well,
When whatever's keeping her willpower running finally grows bored of this life, will it take us with it? I fear it might. That's why I sent my uncle the telegram, as a way of saying goodbye.
you should have said, "Do not come after me," but
I didn't think he would. I guess I was foolish to assume.
or perhaps we are foolish. Well, has she ever been outside?
Mrs. Haverish does not seem to desire to go outside. She seems quite content to host a party.
Perhaps she would like a stroll around the grounds or elsewhere.
Why would we want to take her outside? Do you have an idea?
I wonder what effect she would have on that town. How would she react or it react?
That I do not know.
Could she... Is the dog well trained? Could they give it commands?
The dog was always Mr. Haverish's companion. Mrs. Haverish did not seem terribly interested one way or the other.
I see. Well, I
She
suspect...
was the socialite. He was the more outdoorsy type.
Do you know if he had any documents? Well, what did he say? Why he went to Burma specifically? Or did he leave any documents about his finding?
I don't believe we have any documents. I think they were all packed up when he died by the army.
Ah.
He was a career soldier for the most part, but he would do side digs when he had the chance while he was in the service. It was an easy way to travel without having to pay for it, you understand.
Probably did amateurish work, never documenting where he found it, date he found it in.
I mean,
If I
do you
know
what
my
year it
adventuring
is?
pipe. Yes, but
Scientific method hasn't been invented yet.
well, if I know my ghostly stories, which I do not really, perhaps the mausoleum will hold some answers. Well, so perhaps if she were occupied, we could do something.
Perhaps.
I'll kind of shoot Damien a look like, keep her busy, all right?
He has a wild look in his eyes, like he's on the verge of losing it.
And try not to die, all right?
Alright, well, Damien definitely has her attention at the moment. What would the rest of you like to do?
Or I'll look to Lucian like, or would you prefer to do it?
Do what?
Distract her.
I'm not much of a pianist.
Good point. Okay.
That came in handy, Jim. Piano
You,
skill.
I chose it
Think we
knowing
should-
that it would.
That's awesome.
You think we should go outside and head to the mausoleum?
How do you make Discord not make noises?
Yep.
You aware there's a big murderous
You
hound out there?
set yourself to. Do
I
not
think
disturb.
you're gonna wrestle.
I don't even know how to do that because I've never done it.
Click on your picture in the lower left.
You think what, Gene?
Do not disturb. There we go.
I think either me and the puppy are gonna wrestle, or I might have to try and chat with him.
Chat with the puppy.
I don't think either of those is going to end well for you.
Well, I heard Eddie say that he was always Mr. Havisham's dog. So,
Calm down.
what if he thinks that we're trying to disturb him somehow? Like, maybe if this dog is intelligent, we can convince him, hey, you know, if we get rid of her, he'll rest in peace and so will you. You know, blah, 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 blah.
You can try it.
Alternatively, there does seem to be some significance to that necklace. I wonder if it would be possible to, pilfer it from her.
Are you having
That's
this
what I was-
conversation with Edward around, or are you off on your own somewhere? Because I would assume you're not in this room where she can see and hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Well, I'm not in the piano room anyway.
That's true. I'm going to say Edward's
I
down there
guess
with
in
you.
there.
So, when you mentioned, what did you just say about the necklace? To get it from her?
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps if we were to pilfer it and, dispose of it?
The necklace
Oh,
was buried on Miss Havrish. I assume
Ah.
it's still buried with Miss Havrish, and this vision of her, whatever it may be,
Ah,
is
Right. See, it seems solid, but we know it isn't because we know her body is next to her husband in the mausoleum, correct?
I've seen her pass through walls where she thinks no one's looking. I don't think she's corporeal in the truest sense of the word. I would bet
Right.
my honor she is still buried in the mausoleum.
Then that should be our next step to see if we can get the necklace off of her body and somehow crush it.
Well, about that, the Havrish family felt themselves a bit on the Gothic side and thought it would be prudent to design the lock on the mausoleum to be a sort of puzzle. It is a
I'm not smart enough to solve that.
It is a two-step key, and the two parts of the key are kept in the fountains, one in the northwest corner and one in the southeast corner of the maze. So while you can get to the mausoleum, you can't get in the mausoleum until you find the fountains and retrieve the ornamental keystones at the top of the central statues. It's a pain in the ass, to be sure, but it was a family point of pride at their complex puzzle system. Although puzzles are too strong of a word. Simply need to find both pieces and you've solved the puzzle. Bit of a Resident Evil, if you ask me. She doesn't say that part. He doesn't say that part.
So we're supposed to go out there, go to the fountains, get the two pieces, bring them to the mausoleum,
Then you can get in, yes.
all while not getting eaten by big scary dog.
I guess that's what I'm for, to try and keep the dog distracted.
yes.
I would not recommend letting it get close to you, ma'am.
I think I can move about just as fast as he can.
keep away with the dog?
With
Dangerous.
myself, yes.
Well, you could play fetch instead, perhaps. With yourself.
That's an interesting.
Or
idea.
Damien.
Just keep running around the outside of the maze, chasing the dog.
Or having the dog chase me. We can. I don't think he's faster than me, which means he won't be able
Well, you'd
to overpower
both be
me.
doing double moves because
Right.
so it's going to come down to endurance, constitution checks, and exhaustion levels.
Either that or just we start wrestling and it's a feat of strength.
Unless it tears your throat out.
Maybe I can strangle him.
Yeah.
I might be short enough to even ride that dog like a horse.
That might be difficult if it doesn't want you to ride it.
That's true. It could be difficult.
I don't know, lock my arms around it, wrestle with it, choke it.
All right. Well,
That might be the only way that I can beat him, because if natural weapons don't work, then it's gonna have to be something physical. And I feel that's the only way that I can distract him while you guys go and get those keys.
at that moment you hear, "No, no, no, Mr. Russo, you've already played that one."
I play it louder.
That's not how this works. Play something else. Take another
We should
piano roll,
probably go
please.
before she gets pissed at him.
This is it. We're not here. Yeah.
So, were they buried in the ground? Are we going to need a shovel?
The mausoleum is you just simply open the doors. There's a short stair landing down to where the two
Woo!
coffins are buried. All the family crypt is down there, but it's not too hard to find.
Okay, so no shovel required.
No shovel required.
Pity.
Just the two parts of the key. Pity. What? You wanted to do some digging?
Well, I do rather enjoy uncovering buried treasure or artifacts, but
Well,
Well,
we
I
don't really have the
suppose.
time for it.
crypt will have to do.
All right. Well then, who wants to head out back?
Let's go.
Send Gene out there first, or how should we do this?
If
You can get.
he's
to
chasing me, he's not chasing you.
the maze because it's close enough to the house that you don't step too far. When you're approaching the maze, you start to see a reddish glow hovering over the maze, and it seems to kind of subtly move around. I will save you a lot of deduction rolls and say you get the idea from what you've heard from Damien when he was out here earlier that you can puzzle together. It seems to lurk in the maze until someone gets too far from the house, as if it senses or picks up some form of an alert that someone's trying to leave, and then it either reappears, migrates, or duplicates. Who knows? No one's tested that. But by default, it seems to wander around, usually near the mausoleum, because that's where its master is buried.
Well, I suggest we test something. So, having 3 people here, perhaps, Miss Jean, you would, be so kind as to run for your life. I suppose that is rather a lot to ask, but, we do have 2 who could go into the maze for the 2 different parts, and 1 who could, run around the outside.
Pretty sure that was the plan.
Yeah.
Well, the way I'm going to do this is once you've entered the maze, I'm going to put up the initiative tracker. So you move on your initiative, the dog moves on its initiative. You can only take a dash action if you either start at a straightaway or you end near a straightaway on your turn. My reasoning is a dash implies that you spent your whole round running. You're not going to full out run in a maze where you have no idea where the turns are. Because when you hit an intersection, there's that moment of hesitation, which way do I go? So I'll let you move your base 30, and then depending on where you end, if you have a straight shot and you want to book it, then I'll let you do a dash to move in a straight line but not turn. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you start your turn with a straight shot, you can take the dash first and then take your action from there. So it'll kind of limit how you can move about. And the hound will also take its initiative and move accordingly depending on what it can sense, see, hear, smell, or taste.
We know what the senses are. Thank you.
I had to emphasize taste.
Well, if it's tasting
See,
us,
because that
it's
implies
already
he's
too
chewing
late.
on you. Yes.
Yeah, no, we get it.
That, or he can taste us through the maze, which,
Well, so
They have a good sense of smell. It's kind of like tasting.
I will tell you, I'm excited about this moment because I purposefully put light emitting out from the hound so that if it's around a corner, you'll be able to see it. Before you
cool.
see the hound, you'll be able to see it coming around the corner. Which is why I'm handling the stream, so that I can have the whole map on the other thing, and everybody whose characters are moving about will be able to see their own. No screen cheating! I can see you all going to your off monitors and opening the stream right now.
Oh, I have enough longer.
Also, Explorer mode is not on because it would make this maze way too easy. Alright. Damien, you're not technically here.
So do you think this hound has any sixth sense? I guess we don't know.
And you will never find out.
So it looks like it's kind of patrolling around.
At the moment, yeah. I wanted you to see what the red looks like when it when it comes by.
Well, if it can't see us in there, could it smell us? Or could we cover the smell?
I don't know.
Or just run. Let's see, do I have anything in here?
Alright, stop. Go back to the beginning. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it back here where it started. I'm going to put you back here. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to clear it. And remove all turns. Clear. Alright. So if you're going in, roll initiative.
Average.
And I will roll for him. Alright. I'm going to treat him the same way. He can move his regular speed. Actually, I'm not even going to ever let him dash unless he sees you. He's otherwise just going to patrol. So, on 18, Mean Gene, what would you like to do? You have 50 feet of movement.
Forward.
Before you need to do a dash. If you want to do a dash to start, I will let you. But I recommend using the Q key thing so you can always tell how many feet you've moved. Oops, I didn't mean to do that to you. But you know what I mean, right? Just keep mashing Q to see how far you go.
Do Q.
Alright, well, move. Move where you want to move. Looks like you go before he goes. How far is that? 25?
When you
Oh.
did it, it said 35, and I'm pretty sure that I stopped where your last dot was.
Well, you just hold the left button down, and then when you start dragging, hit Q, and then each time you want to turn a corner, you hit Q again. See, and then you can map out where you want to go.
Alright, well,
from
no, so
here-
from, I think I was next to Lucian, so that was
from-
30.
So from here, this is
You were
25.
one step ahead of me.
So you could go 25, which is here. You still have 25 movement.
25 feet.
Yeah, because you have a 50-foot move. So where do you want to go? Do you want to stop right here? Is that your action?
Is the square up here the mausoleum front door?
This is the mausoleum front door, and then you see two entrances into the maze on either side here.
Oh, so we have to go in front of the mausoleum first before we can even turn, right?
Well, you can go through these side areas without having to go all the way to the mausoleum. You've already got 35, so you can move an extra 15. And she's gone.
Mean Gene
There's a
just
little bit of
followed.
lag.
15 would get you in here or in here without a problem. But then it would be 15. Yep. You could basically go one more over, and that's your regular move. I would allow you to dash to the end of the intersection here, but that's as far as you could dash. And that would be your whole turn.
No, I guess I can just go one more over that way.
So just stand inside there. All right. So that's your turn. This guy's going to go and do his patrol to there. And then Lydia.
Oh my.
Oh, it's not looping this one. Keep it looping.
Okay, well that would be 30.
Ooh.
Well, I'm guessing I see the light there.
You do
and
see the light.
I'm guessing it looks close, and I guess I will, for now, slink away out of sight and kind of say to Lucian, it's right there, in front of the mausoleum.
Okay.
We should wait a bit.
Lucian?
I am gonna not move this turn because I don't want to get eaten.
Okay. Then it's back to Mean Gene. EJ, where are you? Are you upside down?
I'm right here!
Okay, your camera's lagging too. It looked like you were like your.
Everything is lagging because there was something wrong.
Is it doing it again? The monitor shut off again?
It's doing it still. No, I turned off the monitor, but... So, the purpose of this idea is to basically make the dog see me, right? So I should be going the other way,
I don't know
because
if-
now he's over here.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, like I said, if it's chasing me, it's not chasing them.
True.
And they
If
are
it
free
catches
to go
you-
to either side.
True.
If we both move 50, then if I start running now, he may not be able to catch up with me. We will stay apart because we're moving the same speed.
If it goes past 10 rounds, you're going to be making constitution checks or fail exhaustion and drop to the ground, and then it will catch you. This does not seem to be a natural dog, so it's probably not going to tire, whereas you will. But if that's what you want to do, I will not stop you.
I'll wait for him to pass around the other way, and then maybe I'll see if I can follow him from a distance.
Okay. Then it's his turn. And he's going to go to there. And then it is Lydia's turn.
Okay, can I hear it over there?
You can see the glow, I think.
Well, not from where I am right now, but I guess I can. Okay. Can I hear, well,
You alright, Jim? Sleepy?
I'm right here.
Oh, no. It's just you look sleepy.
Beagles. Can I hear generally where it went, or should I make a perception roll for that? Or...
You can move one square out so you can see the glow. That'll pretty much tell you where it is.
Okay. Okay, so that was...
I would assume you've been peering around the corner, so you saw it walk past the mausoleum doors. It's on the right-hand side,
okay.
heading back around. Or heading somewhere. I actually thought you guys would be in the maze about 90 minutes ago. It's not a super simple maze, so I hope it doesn't take too long to solve. I might have to let you take dashes just to be able to move quick enough.
Yeah, probably don't want to let it hear me, though, so...
True. Alright.
I guess I'll...
You stopping?
Let me check. I basically have the rogue thing to do movement stuff with,
Oh.
bonus actions, but... Let's see... Disengage, okay, so... I'm guessing I can't really do stealth at a faster speed, so...
No, not really.
Okay, so yeah, I'll stop there
Okay.
for now.
Mean Gene. You see your allies are coming. Just go into there.
Yeah, he has to move a little bit. If I step into his light, he'll know I'm there.
Well, he's walking away from you at the moment. So you're just moving 10 feet and then ending your turn? 15 feet? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, see? If I move into his light, he'll know I'm there. So, yeah.
Are you trying to get his
'cause-
attention?
No, not yet. I want to follow behind
Alright, you don't want to go there then.
him, but that's why I stopped right here. He can't see me here.
Alright, so are you ending your turn? That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay. Lydia.
I should note we can see the arrows when you do that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm kind of creeping around the corner. I don't want to make a lot of noise right now, so I think I'll end my turn there.
If you just take your regular move and don't dash, I'm not worried about you hearing it. I'll let you move your
Or-
30 feet without worrying about perception rolls.
Okay.
If you take that dash roll, then I'm going to give it a roll to see if it hears you.
Okay.
Is that 30?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucian.
Let's check. I go there, and that's it.
Okay.
That's 30.
Gene.
Okay.
I did not expect someone to stalk the dog. I thought it'd be the other way around.
In Soviet Russia.
Right? Are you moving? Did you move? Okay. Alright. Is that it?
No, I had to get up so that the stupid light would let me know where I'm going.
Ah. Are you moving anymore?
That was about 20 feet, so...
That was, yep, 20 feet.
Alright, and then up to there would be about 35.
5, 10, 15. Are you moving there or just okay? Is that where you're stopping?
I told you there's lag. Give my computer a minute.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out. It never did that before. Of course it would be tonight. Alright, Hellhound's gonna move. I guess I won't count the arrows. Keep it mysterious. Alright. Lydia.
Okay. 5. Oh my. So can I kind of see the glow from there? I mean,
I'm guessing you can.
kinda? Okay. Well, that's where I'm ending my turn.
Lucian.
This is one of the fountains.
It is a fountain. It is not the ones that he described. They look more
Okay.
like the one that was in front of the building. It's a full circle with a statue in the middle.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's 30 feet, so that's where I'm going to stop.
All right. Me and Gene.
Okay, hang on.
I wonder if it's because I moved the computer downstairs. Or I mean, I moved the Wi-Fi that it's messing up.
Yeah, the computer doesn't like it downstairs. It's going to be moving.
Well, I brought the Wi-Fi from the basement up to the living room. So it's actually closer to her computer, but I might have plugged it into a different port on the router, so it might not be as good or something.
Yeah.
Can't handle all the Wi-Fis.
Well, after last night, I was pissed that I couldn't get any signal outside. I was trying to do the projector outside, but the Wi-Fi wasn't going into the garage, so it couldn't do any of the streams. I was getting so mad.
Yeah.
All right.
That
Is
could
that
be
your
a problem
turn?
come Halloween.
Yeah, so I moved it into the living room, so it should be fine, but...
Right.
All right, you done?
Um,
That was 35, right?
that was 35. I think I'll go
Looks like you
10
can
more
see a
feet.
little bit of a glow there. All right. Ooh, look what you see. All right, and then he goes. All right, Lydia.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Hey there, Gene. Let's see. That's 5 feet.
It's a weird
I'll,
maze, I tell you.
I'll kind of whisper. Is it northward? Or
Yes, he went that way. He went that way, and I point towards
Toward the north.
up here. So you go this way. I point towards over there.
Which way?
Yeah,
West or
it didn't
south?
ping if you pinged it. She
Well,
points. She
I'll.
points that it went this way.
Towards.
Okay. I'll go south then.
Okay.
So that's 10, 20, 25, and that would be. Yeah, that would be a full move. Okay,
Okay.
done.
Lucian. All right.
Guess that's that.
Mean Gene. It's funny because there are like very easy ways to get there, but there are so many weird side tracks that makes it hard to find.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take the longest route possible. I know it.
Possibly.
Oh, I meant to ask, can we actually see out here?
You can see there's a little bit of like a moonlight thing going on.
Okay,
I think I set it so that it's fairly dim.
okay.
I gave each person like they're giving off their own little bit of light because I figured it's, you know, like modern days you have not technology but just you can sort of see close to you.
They might have had lamps set up too.
Yeah, I do have a.
Streetlights outside.
I do have a lantern, but
You probably don't
I'm
want to use it.
trying not to use it.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your move?
See. And apparently now I can't see the dog.
You've lost it because this maze is a nightmare.
Where was dog?
All right. He's over there now. And Lydia.
Okay, now, Ben.
Gosh, the little creepy mask guy's smiling with my evil grin.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Oh, you should wait till you see Eberron.
Boy,
I showed Nate already.
you found one a redhead woman, didn't you?
I have to use my phone as the camera because it has better motion tracking than my webcam does.
Oh, really?
Yep. So my iPhone is behind the monitor pointing at me. That's why the mouth tracking is so close. All right. Interesting.
Am I gonna? No, I guess I won't dash. Okay. Can I kind of peek around the corner here,
This
or
one or this one?
south?
All right. It
One.
looks like it goes straight toward the entrance.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right, Lucian.
Just kind of okay.
Guess I go to there.
Jim, if you decide you want to divert from the party and come out and poke around in the maze, just let me know and we'll go back in the house for a minute. Mean Gene. Or, Jim, I suppose since you're not in the maze, you could watch the live stream so you can see the whole maze. Well, not the whole maze. You can see where everybody is. Which probably won't
I've been
do.
moving to where people are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So I
can you
can
guys
see.
each see each other's characters?
No. I can't see anyone else but me.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
If you move your mouse to where they are, you can.
Did I
can't.
accidentally share everybody's?
I don't see anyone.
Huh.
Not right now, I mean.
Weird.
I did when
Yeah,
they were
but-
near me, but
Yeah, but you can't move around to each person because you're
Yeah.
actually in the maze.
Oh.
That would be cheating.
Alright, so Gene went to there. Is that your move?
That's my move. That's 50.
Okay. And let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Lydia.
Lydia thinks to herself, maybe I should just burn down the maze.
Lydia notices that the maze reacts to her thought by regrowing rapidly in whatever spot she tries to light.
Yeah, I figured probably it would then do something like that. That's 20. Like hers.
Okay.
And then that's 30.
Okay.
I wonder if I should start dashing. Would I then have to make stealth rolls, or would it just probably hear me?
It depends on how close it is to you when you do it.
Okay.
If you use a bonus action to dash, then I would let you do stealth. If anyone else does a dash, they don't have the option to do stealth because doing stealth is an action.
Okay.
And I'm going to say peering around corners will count as an action too because that's a perception technically,
Okay.
but I'm not going to make you roll it.
Right, though I can do that as a bonus too. Okay, I guess I'll use a bonus to dash, so...
Okay.
So I guess I can dash to the right.
That's the trade-off. Do you want to peer around the corner and use your action for that, or do you want to? Well, I guess for you it's bonus. So
I guess, would it be noisy to use a regular action to peer around the corner?
no.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that and kind of try to tell, is that fountain one of the ones we're looking for, or...
Here's you peering around the corner. Yes, that looks like the fountain you're looking for.
Ooh. Okay, but I can only dash in a straight line the whole 30 feet, correct?
Well, no,
Okay,
you
so-
could dash the one square, but that's your dash. I'm not gonna let you dash around a corner.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess I'll do
All
that.
right,
Okay.
Lucian.
And what is this?
That is just some kind of a weird thing drawn on the ground, I guess. Some old gothic whatnot. It's not a fountain.
Damn.
Like whatnot.
Can I dash to here?
Where?
To here?
It's not pinging anywhere.
Oh, sorry. Did they?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
All right.
All right. So as you scurry off quickly and in a direction, you hear behind you.
Who does me?
Yes, it seems to be somewhere to the north of you. Mean Gene, it's your
Okay.
turn.
Did I hear him?
Yeah, you heard him. He's off to your left, to the west-ish.
Which means I can
Kinda
keep going the
distant,
way
though.
I'm going.
You think so?
All right, so can I move the 50 and then dash?
You can if you have a straightaway to dash. So figure out where your 50 ends first. That was 25, right?
No, that was 30.
Oh, 30, yep. So you got 20 left.
All right, so 50 will be up to the left turn, which means I can dash down that turn. I should be able
Go
to.
to the end first and then decide if you want to dash. Do you still want to dash?
Oh, there he is.
He's right there.
Dashing.
All right, I don't need to dash. Then I know that he doesn't see anybody yet because he's not moving faster, you know.
No, but if you move any kind of a dash, he's going to be aware of your presence. Right now, he seems to be sniffing the air and generally heading in that direction.
All right, no, I'll stay here, but I think I want to try and keep up with him a little bit more. I don't want to lose him, so
Well, he's going to go now. All right.
feet behind him.
Lydia.
Okay, I'll walk up to this fountain and
Okay. You see like a garish little statue with a symbol of a bird or something at the top, and you notice that it's removable. It's almost
Okay.
ornamental in its cheesiness, but you can detach the stone key part as an action.
okay. Yep, I will do that, and then that would 10, and then okay.
All right. Then we'll go to Lucian.
I guess I'll bonus dash there. And
Okay.
To there.
Okay. Gene.
try not to die.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Dogs. Why is it always dogs?
Is that gonna be you saying now when you log off from something? Gonna be watch out for dogs.
Yeah.
Instead of snakes.
That's 50.
All right.
I'm thinking like Indiana Jones, like dogs. It had to be dogs.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fuck.
Lydia.
Okay, well, that's 10, 20, and Then I guess I'll do the bonus dash.
Okay.
I'm done.
Lucian. You sense
Changing course.
in front
Yeah.
of you. All right.
Yeah, right there.
All right. Mean Gene. The irony here is not lost on me. On what might
Right.
be about to happen. You'll find out in a second. How far was that? 20? 10? 15?
That was 15.
Okay.
Makes it 25.
25, yeah. Oh, look what you found.
Ah.
You see a fountain with a chintzy-looking statue on top.
Oh, well, hey, if I'm at this fountain, I might as well step on it and reach in the top there.
If you end your turn there, you can grab the thing on top.
Well, that was 50 right there.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Sure, he's far enough away he doesn't know what I'm doing, right?
All right. Well, you don't know.
I'm not gonna holler out, guys, I got it! But, you know.
All right. Lydia.
Little do you know, he can taste through these ornaments.
I mean, what?
Okay, that's my regular move, and then the bonus. Oh, which was it? Okay, that would be my bonus dash thing.
Okay. Then we'll go to Lucian.
T, and then dash to this corner.
Okay. Mean Gene.
Already?
Already.
Hang on, now I gotta move the map down.
Or just scroll out. He even takes a drink when I take a drink. Watch, here, I take a drink.
Now I almost want to see it eat chips or something.
Oh, I'm losing Brian, too.
No, you're not losing me. My eyes irritated.
Contacts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I fixed the problem, but now it's irritated from being in the wrong.
Go. That's 50.
Okay. Let's see where he's going to go.
He's gonna go. Oh, hell!
To there. Lydia.
Okay, so is this like the gate to the mausoleum or something?
No. Assume that that's nothing.
Okay.
I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Okay. And then... Oh my. Okay, I'll kind of peer around the corner and notice the light
Okay.
and stay there.
All right. Lucian. I believe you can also notice the light.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Chris.
I'm gonna dash all the way to this corner.
All right.
Oh, and then my
look
turn
at
there.
that. Wow. You hear somebody on the other side of the hedge. It's Mean Gene.
Oh, okay.
She's eating beans.
Mean Gene, your turn. You can hear somebody just on the other side of the hedge. You know it's not the Hellhound because you don't see or hear any kind of heat or scariness.
Are you saying Lucian's not that hot?
Or scary.
I'm saying that Lucian is here and Mean Gene is here, and if you were able to watch the stream part, you'd go, "Oh yeah, look, they're touching."
Can I stick my hand through the hedge,
the
holding
hedge is
that
too-
piece of thing?
The hedge is too dense for that. But you can speak through the hedge. Sound does not get stopped by the hedge.
Okay.
So you can inform him that you have retrieved it before you move.
I will. I will tell him that I have the key. Found it while I was following the dog.
Okay.
Okay, I don't say anything back.
Alright. Do you want to move?
How tall is the hedge? Can I toss it over?
Yeah. I'll say you can toss it over. I'll say you can't climb over, but I'll say you can just huck it up and over. I won't even make any rolls for it if that's what you want to do.
Well, I'll warn him first. Lucian, I hope you're a good catch, and I toss it.
Okay. So it goes up and gets stuck on top of the hedge. Now, nope, I'm not mean. It comes down the other side, book, into the grass. You're able to pick it up. It's a little lion statue. And you can see that the face is kind of mushed in like it might be a key. You push its face into a socket and turn it.
That's what she said.
Yep. She sure did. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep, that was 25.
Okay. Do you have any more? That's 35. 40. Oh, can you see?
Yeah, so that will give me... I can do another 10 feet and still see him.
Okay, go for it. My computer doesn't like 4 monitors. It's like I'm getting slight lags because I've got multiple things that are all using the internet at the same time. Alright, you hear outside of the front door, this might be the closest you've been to him, I think. And he's going to move.
Uh-oh.
It's your turn, Lydia.
Oh my. Well, I think
His name is Cutter, right?
Yes.
I'm more of a piercer myself. I'll go there and then use my bonus dash thing to move there and peer around the corner with my action.
Alright, I'll let you step out briefly and then step back. That's how you peer out.
Yep. I'm staying right there.
Alright, Lucian.
Damn it. Oh, there's a G. And then I'm gonna dash to here.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
Eugene.
Oh, Cutter must be a Planescape reference.
Not intentionally, but it kind of works.
Does he also have a basher?
And a Burke. And Dusty's.
Some of these terms from the very beginning of the game that I played.
Torment. How fun was
Fallout
that?
Torment.
Such a good game. I mean, Planescape Torment. Did I say Fallout?
Yeah, I was confused for a second there.
This might
know
be
it's a
about
follow-up
45.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Alright.
Ooh.
Lydia?
Okay. I will use my action to peer around the corner.
Alright.
Okay, nothing there right now. I guess I will dash 5 feet with my bonus, and that's it.
Alright. Lucian.
Feet. 10 feet. $30, and then I have to remember how to get back, damn it. It was
It's hard for me to tell what you can see because Mean Gene's right there, so her view is lighting up almost everything in that area. And it's Mean Gene's turn.
It's lit
I wasn't done
AF.
yet. I want to dash to this corner.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that this is the entrance to the monastery again.
You can hear Lucian again on the opposite side of the hedge. And you are with Lydia now.
Yay.
Okay, so that was about 25.
Yep. You should have kept it instead of giving it to Lucian.
I'm going the wrong way. And I don't know that I'm going the wrong way, so I'm going to keep going the wrong way.
Oh my god!
Did you say anything to Lucian when you were on the opposite end of the hedge with him?
Nope.
Because I assume you're not actively rolling stealth. You're trying to be quiet-ish, but not like tiptoe creepy slowly.
I mean, I can tell him that he should turn towards this way, wherever he is. Find a right turn. And head this way.
All right. So in other words, when you were standing next to him, you said, "It's this way," and then you entered into the
Pretty much,
room
yeah.
Lydia.
Okay, I'll get out my statuette thingy, Gothic Who's It, and put it in.
All right, you socket it into the slot, and it kind of doesn't move, and you can tell there's a mechanism that connects it to the other door. Lucian.
Oh, now with this newfound knowledge, I'm going. Ah. 30. That way.
All right, Mean Gene.
I will stay surrounding the mausoleum just around here.
Okay, so you just kind of hang out where you are. All right, I'm gonna go.
Here. Good. Because I was going to go the other way again.
I'm gonna go there, and then Lydia. I assume you're. Come on, let's go.
Do I see anyone here? It doesn't look like it.
No, I know, but you're just like looking around. Come on, we got it. Briefly, for a moment, you saw a flicker of light through this passageway, as it seems to be patrolling somewhere down there. Lucian.
I guess I'll kinda
Dash the rest of the way to here.
All right.
stealth.
Ah.
All right. And did you say you dashed the rest of the way?
Yeah.
All right. So you can't socket it till next turn. Mean Gene, do you have an action?
Moving in front of the mausoleum now, just in case.
All right. And this guy's gonna go down to here. And Lydia, you see Lucian is back with the other piece.
I guess I'll move there, and then can I ready an action to dash inside when it's open?
No, you can't ready a move.
Okay.
Lucian.
I put my piece of the thing in.
All right. Put the piece of the thing in, and between the two of you, as you turn them, they open some kind of gears in the back. You can hear a clanking mechanism, and the vault doors swing open.
I would like to go in.
Yep, I'm just gonna grab it as best I can.
That's what she said.
Right. And the three of you rush into the doorway, which will stop the initiative turn. And you can mostly close the doors behind you. You notice on the other side there's like a latch that'll open it up, so you don't need the keys from the outside to open it back up from the inside. There are stairs leading down, and as you go down the stairs, you find a row of like stone vaults with little names chiseled into the front, and one of them is Josephine Havrish, and right next to her is Christoph Havrish. There are a bunch of other Havrishes in there.
It's open. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Oh, Lady Havrish one, yeah.
Okay. So I'd like you to make a strength roll.
Not my strong suit, no pun intended. Fail.
You plant both hands on it and try to pull, but it's not budging.
Gene, this is a job for you, I think. Send in the muscle.
He's right.
You're lucky I didn't stay out there.
Your camera's still frozen.
Why would you stay out there?
To protect
Jordan.
you from the dog?
Make a strength roll.
We're in here. You can't get us in here.
Alright. It's a little bit stuck. You kind of budge it enough that some dust starts to flake off of it, but it seems to be pretty well not moving.
Well, I suppose I'll try and help.
We all move it together.
All right, so one person with advantage. If multiple
Alright,
people
so-
are
I'll
going
do
to
it.
pull on it, I need one person with advantage to yank on it.
Let it be Gene.
All right, Gene, give it a roll with advantage, and ka-chonk with a loud groan that vibrates the mausoleum in its groaniness. You are able to haul the panel open, revealing a body that is in about 6 months worth of decomposition. And around the neck, you see the exact same pendant that the Josephine in the house was wearing.
I gotta destroy that somehow.
Let the dog eat it.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too interested in eating that.
You touching it?
Not yet.
I could try stabbing it.
Nice, Jim.
Could try what? Stabbing
I
it?
could try stabbing it.
Yeah, try it.
Well, when all you have is a foil, everything.
I have a gun. If not all else fails, I can shoot the damn thing.
That might work. But I suppose I'll try stabbing it.
I should have a pair of gloves or something, right?
Like
Not
boxing
like-
gloves?
No, something, gloves, not boxing gloves.
Oh,
Although I have a pair of those too, I guess.
How can your type
Right.
boxing gloves on?
alright, Chris is stabbing it.
All right. make
Well,
an
no,
attack
I mean, I was gonna wear the glove and then grab it, like, by the chain or something.
You kind of poke at it, but it is stone and silver, and just kind of deflects the sword, moves it around.
I'm gonna shoot it
All right.
with my Derringer. I'll shoot it, I'll aim right for the jewel piece.
I like this. I'm gonna use this picture. All right. In the Discord channel, I'm gonna put a picture of what the pendant looks like, because this is an actual Burmese jade necklace. Where is the Discord channel? Let's say that.
When your eyes widen, the mask eyes widen too.
Doink.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Selling for $29 million on the website I just found it on. So I don't recommend buying
Gee.
it, but you see that on a pendant around her neck.
Just loan it to me. I'm good for it.
Okay.
Trust me, right?
Yeah, of course. All right, so you can poke it,
That looks like a pygmy tribesman.
but it's not much
Right.
bigger than those hands show it to be. You know, it's a piece of stone and metal, so it's not just gonna shatter as you poke it with a sword.
Yeah, I shoot it with my Derringer.
Oh yeah. Make an attack roll with advantage, because you're kind of just lining up on a.
Attack roll.
Well-
How many attack rolls on here?
Well, improvised weapons is part of my proficiencies list, so maybe I can find a rock.
You might have to go back out of the mausoleum.
14.
All right.
That's gonna be 15.
Let's see, hardness on an item.
Or
Let's
6.
see, damage. Shit.
But this belongs in a museum.
How much damage did you do? Or roll damage, I guess is what I meant to say.
7.
7. All right. It seems to ricochet off the stone. Just go. You don't quite get past its
Yeah.
hardness rating.
wonder if my precise attack. Why?
Meanwhile, the body's taking all kinds of damage as you stab at the thing, shoot at it. So if you're in the market for desecrating corpses, you've been doing a pretty good job of that.
What if I use Psychic Assault? I don't even know what that does, but I'm going to do it.
I don't think you can.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
It doesn't have a psychic.
Doesn't have a brain.
assault.
That
So
was an accident.
Right.
How do I undo? That's not it.
Control V.
Control Z. Thank you.
There you go.
I was on the wrong layer. I was thinking about putting you guys down in the vault layer of the map, except that this map, I'll do it, but you'll be like, the treasure's not here, just so you know. Otherwise, it looks like this.
Is there a loose rock around here, something we can pick up and smash?
Not really, unless you start chipping away at the marble or granite.
Perhaps if we were to show this to
Yeah.
what's her name, the lady, then what would happen?
She'd probably think we got a duplicate of her necklace.
Would you like to take it?
Yeah, we can grab it by the chain and take it off of her neck.
Alright. I would like you to make an athletics check if you want to remove it without touching the pendant and without, like, just dumping the body on the floor. If you're trying to, like, carefully lift her up and pull it up over her old desiccated head, around her neck and hair.
Well, being a female, I know how to put on a necklace, and I'm pretty sure I can reach around and try to undo the clasp.
I still want a dex roll. If you don't want to use athletics, you can just roll your straight up dex.
I don't
Passing
mind.
athletics
no.
is better.
Athletics would be better because it's a strength skill.
I mean acrobatics. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. You remove the necklace from the body. And as you do so, everybody hears a rushing of air, a creaking of wood, just some kind of a
And that's when I look at Lydia and say, this item is cursed, we are not putting it in a museum.
All right. What do you want to do?
Did
Have the
someone let
necklace.
the air out?
Right back on her. No, just kidding. What do we want to do with this now? I wonder if that lifted the curse. Let's go take a look outside.
All right.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
You go outside, and the sun is up. Clouds are gone. It seems to be maybe 4 in the afternoon, and you see the house, but the house looks old. It looks like it hasn't been lived in 6 months or so.
Hmm.
No, don't eat.
Ooh, my.
There are none of the spirit people here. And, Damien, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Stunned.
Okay. You're a little bit in shock as
Who?
the house literally decomposed around you. The piano you were sitting on just kind of... I mean, I guess it's fine, but it went out of tune in the middle of whatever song you were playing. And all the people just slowly disappeared around you except for Edward and Beatrice. And they look much worse for wear. Like, they look gaunt. their big bags under their eyes. Like they haven't eaten in, well, not literally 6 months, but a long time. And they kind of stagger to their knees in exhaustion. And they're looking at you like, what happened?
I don't know. There's corpses all over the floor.
Yeah, ignore the corpses. It's a map I found from somewhere. I didn't realize they were there.
There's blood on this bed!
And the rest of you come in the house. Yeah, and pay no attention to that body on the kitchen table there. What the hell?
They look like they died badly. That's all I'm saying.
But the house looks
It's
like
meatloaf
this.
night.
People don't, but the house looks like this as you come running in. And Edward says, I don't know what you've done, but I think it's over.
I think I did a cleansing and sent her away.
I think it's really over.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
I think
Damien,
we
it was
took
all
a
you.
curse.
Look what I did, guys.
Was your piano playing? Bravo.
Yes.
Alright, we need to figure out what to do with this damn amulet.
What amulet?
Anything you want, says Edward. Just, we want to go.
Yes, go
You
get some
should be
food
free
and
to
rest.
pack your things and come on out.
And they very quickly,
Oh my.
Go find some nourishment.
By the front door, their bags are sitting right where they left them, but they're now covered in dust.
I'll
And,
kind of look at them and do a bit of examination, like, how are you still alive?
I don't know.
It's been 6 months.
Hey, there's a cab out front. It's perfect. Beatrice, we can go.
How many will this cab hold?
4 comfortably, 5 inside, and 1 on top if you want to cram.
Damien runs for the cab.
Okay. And
I'll
Beatrice and
sit with
Edward
dude on front.
need help, but they will gladly be escorted to the cab, and you can escape the creepy house and get back to town where you have hotel rooms, conveniently. And you are able to complete tonight's creepy time adventure.
Creepy time.
Hooray!
We should put this in the vault with the book.
Don't let him touch.
The book and the circular tablet thing we were supposed to have buried. Whatever, I think.
We're gonna have our own museum of like cursed objects, like the Warrens.
Kinda. It's almost like that.
Oh my.
Now, give me a second. I'm gonna play this. Oops, not that one. This one.
But to our horror, there is nothing there outside the house. It is a
Be
green
quiet, Chris.
void.
I'm building mood. Shh. Thank you for joining me on this special bonus Halloween game. Please tune in Sunday night for a special episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh as Halloween Spooktacular 2021 continues. Good night.